Hi guys, I hope you're doing great and having some super good weather. We actually had some sunny days here in Sweden these past days and it's been amazing. Oh, I missed sunny days so much. Today I'm gonna talk a bit about my tomato plants. I don't give them enough light or just anything basically because I give all the attention or most of the attention to my chili peppers plants. So my tomatoes often get a bit leggy and I really don't take good care of them really. I take care of them, but I don't give them as much time and effort and attention as I do with my chili peppers and some other plants. But I usually, when they are getting too leggy, for my opinion, because I like my plants compact, I usually top them or prune them. And I do that kind of really harsh actually. I just cut their head off basically. So they get those small suckers or whatever you can call it, just to get a bit bushier. I like more compact plants. I'm sure you guys heard this so many times now, but I really like them when they're more compact and not as leggy and I just think they're harder to handle, and I don't like to have to give them support and everything. But the good thing with this, when I cut their head off basically, or when I take the suckers away, I can actually get more plants. I know I don't have as much space for them, like I always say, but I can't throw them away. So I usually put those top heads on right down in some water, and they get some more roots, and then I can plant them in a separate pot. So I have one more plant that I really don't know where I'm gonna put or anything, but still I have an extra plant. Good enough, basically. And like I said, and as you can see, they are a bit leggy. And I usually try to give them, just put them further down in the soil when I transplant them. And the good thing with my cartoon boxes that I had showed you in a clip before sometime, with those that I cut the sides down basically and just had some duct tape around so they could actually stay down, is that I can just take the tape away now and take the sides up and tape around it again and just put soil in there. I know I make it sound super complicated right now, but I'm gonna show you so you fully understand what I'm talking about. So as I said before, I just take the tape away and just put those sides up, and the container gets bigger. That carton box is, I just love growing tomatoes in carton boxes because this is just so good. I don't have to put them in another bigger pot so they get further or deeper down in the soil, so they get more compact and not as leggy anymore. I can just flip the sides up basically and put some tape around there and fill up with soil and more nutrients. Of course I use bunny poo, but still, I love this idea. I think it's amazing, and I think it's a good way to give those carton boxes a second life before I recycle them. I just love it. And it saves so much time for me. Instead of me having to go around and pick a new bigger pot and everything, I can just flips the sides up and then done. I have another pot for my tomato and I don't even have to lift it up from that container. That's just awesome. And to just start up by filling up some more soil, and of course I'm gonna have some bunny poo in there, and I just want them to have a good start, and maybe just try to win them over again after I have not given them so much time lately. Maybe something like that. Please start liking me again, my tomato plants. And I give them nutrients in the water like once or twice a week, but usually like once a week this time of year. And when I get outside, I give them a lot more candy so they can grow and produce some lovely tomatoes for me. And I mean, this way, I'm so amazed with those like carton box pots, basically, that you can use them for such a long time. I usually use them until I actually plant them outdoors in their final pot or final place that they're gonna have outdoors. So yeah, I love it. And then of course I recycle them, those carton boxes, not my tomatoes. They're gonna produce some tomatoes before they get to compost. Sorry guys, that was a really bad joke still. Now it's all done. It's got their final place and it's just some water and then put that sign back and get on with the next one. How awesome is that? I just love it. And I try to like water it through super well when I gave them more soil, because they easily get roots then, from my own experience. So I think it looks way better now when it got deeper down in the soil. And I didn't have to take it out of the pot. That's just great. But now it's definitely time for this one to get a haircut. Just see where it's gonna be, if we're gonna take it like up there or even further down. I think I'm gonna go with there. Good. Now that's done. And it will get, it's gonna look better when it starts like producing more growth there. And I have an extra plant. That's just awesome. And it's gonna look so good. But first I wanted to get some roots, so I'm just gonna take away some of the leaves there and put it into water. And it's gonna stay there until I can see some really nice like roots coming out, and then it's gonna get its own carton box, or maybe it's just gonna get a pot. I really need more like carton boxes. I love those. I think I actually say that every year, but I never have enough, actually. Never ever. But this one I've been saving up. I save all of them basically that I can get, and this is like a milk carton box that I just took, like cut the top off, and now I'm gonna cut the sides so I can just like flip them down and put some tape there to hold them down. Sometimes I just use like a yarn or something, just so I can hold the sides down. Whatever works. So it's just like flipping those sides down and then try to like duct tape them there. Just put some tape around there. God, I really made like a mess again. Have some cleaning up to do later on too. Oh. Should maybe like call this like 2 pots in 1 or something, because I really think it is. I think it's great. And like I said so many times before, like it sounds nagging, but I love like reusing things and give them a second life before I recycle them. And it's a really cheap way of growing. I love it. Just take the tape away and we are ready to go. Nice pot. And usually I make like small holes in just underneath so water can't like stay there to drown the roots. But at the same way I try to like not water as much. So, but if I it's just something to think of basically. And in the bottom, as you saw, I put down some bunny poo, like further down, so when the roots get down there, they can get some extra candy from there. Just some extra nutrients. And I think I'm gonna pick this one, or just having some nice roots there. And it doesn't take a long time before they get roots when they're standing in water like that. So it's a really good thing. And I have extra plants that I have no idea what I'm gonna put. And like another thing, I counted some of my tomato plants today and I have about 90. And I still take like some extra. It's just, yeah, I know, it's just crazy. And no, I have no idea where I'm gonna put them later on, but oh, it's fine. I always have room somewhere. So, no biggie. And I can promise you that I won't stop taking any more, like, cuttings or whatever you're gonna call it, of tomatoes. I'm still gonna take some more before this season starts fully. But there it is. My head from another tomato plant that I cut off to make the mother plant more compact and not as leggy anymore, got its own pot. And of course I need to put a sign there so I know which one it is and hope for the best. I hope some of you get some inspiration to maybe try this, or maybe you have some other great experience by doing it in some other way or so on. Please share. It's so much fun to share experience around gardening, and yeah, share. Put a comment down there and tell me how you usually do it. That's always so much fun. If you have something better going on that I usually do, it's so much fun to try different methods and so on. And as usual, this is just how I do it, and it's a lot of different methods and just all the kinds of stuff. But thank you so much for watching. Please take really good care of yourself and please subscribe for more updates. Bye everyone.